Um, so new interface for the program is kind of still a work in progress. But basically, so we've got one big MGUI window with no background, no borders, no title, a couple other things. Yeah, you can't move it, can't resize it, no title bar, no background, and it doesn't bring to front on focus. So in particular, when I select it, I don't lose these. Anyway, so it's set to the window size with the display size from the I/O thing. Set it position 00, and then setting the display of the image as a button here, and I had to go to an image button so that I could get the is item active working. That's I'm working on that. So we get the border color and the tint. If you want a tint color, you can tint it. Yeah, it's just some static variables for maintaining pan and zoom. And then, yeah, so basically updating with the drag delta on the mouse, clearing it once I've gotten it. Yeah, and then the zoom implemented very similarly. So, yeah, basically what this is going to do for me is I'm going to be able to do like tabs, which is being displayed up here. This would be the color accumulator, the tone maps version, the normals, the depth, whatever. And then I can, at any point, say, okay, I want to look closer at the, whatever here. And I can go in at whatever resolution I'm wanting to look at. And I could probably figure out turning off filtering. It's just a matter of changing the value on the initialization. But yeah, being able to do some stuff with these borders, be able to just put that into a texture with a 1 pixel border on it, and that'll be fairly straightforward, I think. I'm going to basically completely overhaul the menus. Need to just reorganize. Tone mapping is going to get a couple of new things. I want to show a waterfall graph of before and after post-process. How that changes the image. I think that'll be interesting to see once we get things like dithering, depth fog, and screen space ambient occlusion. I think those will have some interesting play. But yeah, generally speaking, you'll need to make sure that the stuff in the background is not drawing. I'll need to do something about that border showing up when I hover. I will have to investigate what that is exactly. So that's the image button behavior. But regardless, it's progress. I can add tabs, be able to switch to the different targets. Very useful. Pan and zoom at runtime will make my life a lot easier. So I'll be able to see, okay, it has resolved to, whatever level that I'm looking for. So I can go in here, okay, something interesting happening there. It's not 1080p, is it? Anyway, point being, now I've got a much more flexible view of things while it runs.